Going to give you a couple props I like from the MLB tonight. Today's date is 7/31, 2023, the last day of July. Let's get right into it. The first prop that I'm looking at, let me pull that up, is going to be we're going to look at Domingo German. We're going to look at his strikeout props, Tampa Bay versus New York. He's the New York Yankee pitcher. And his prop, we're going to look at his prize pick prop. His prop on prize picks is 6. And you can see at the books, it's 5.5. He's projected to go over 5.5 with 5.8. Let's look at German a little closer here. As you can see in his last 3 games, he's went over 5.5 strikeouts pretty easily, getting 9 in each of those games. Again, the prop is 6 on prize picks against Tampa Bay this year. Back on 5.8, or back on 5.6 and 5.11, he had 5 strikeouts and he had 3 strikeouts. Over here, pretty even on the batter versus right-handed pitching matchup. German is a right-handed pitcher. He's been hot his last 3 games. 9 strikeouts in each of those games. Minus 150 to go over, plus 115 to go under 5.5. See what happens if we push this up to 6. Still, he's reached. He's just been hot lately. 4 out of 9, he's went over 6 strikeouts in his last 10. Let's look at the season. And let's push this up to 6. 7 out of 16, 44% of the time. So in his last 5, he's been real hot, man. 9 strikeouts in 4 out of 5 games. That's pretty good. You can see he had a little down period here from May and basically until, the beginning of July. Had a little down period, had some great early outings. I don't like the number of 6 strikeouts against the Yankees. I'm leaning toward the under on German tonight, under 6 strikeouts. Second player I'm going to look at is Jake Irvine Washington. We're looking at his 4 strikeouts. The line at the books is 4.5. Prize Picks has pushed it down to 4. Milwaukee versus Washington. He's Jake Irvine is the Washington pitcher. Let's look a little closer at Irvine. Again, it's 4 at the books. Let's push it down to 4. In his last 10, he's went over 4 3 out of 8 times. He's done it in his last 2 games where he's went over 4 against no previous matchups versus Milwaukee. Let's look at the season. The season, he's only 5 for 15 with going over 5 for 12 with going over 4. So I do like his pitching matchup tonight. I think it's in his favor, the pitching matchup against Milwaukee tonight. And he's been hot lately too, with 9 and 7 strikeouts in his last 2 games. I'm leaning toward the over on Jake Irvine getting 4 strikeouts. Minus 105 to go over, 4.5. Minus 125 to go under, 4.5. But I'm leaning toward the over 4 strikeouts. We're looking at this for prize picks. Over 4 strikeouts for Jake Irvine. The last prop we're going to look at is going to be hits. And we're looking at Christopher Morel, Chicago. As you can see, he's on a streak. Remember, all streaks come to an end. He's on a 7-game hit streak. Um, Again, that's a lot of games in the MLB, and his line tonight is 0.5, minus 140 to go over, under plus 105 versus Cincinnati. Let's look at Cincinnati. 1 out of 3 games against Cincinnati this year, he's had a hit. Let's look at the last 30. Let's look at the season. Again, season, he's had at least 1 hit in 41 out of 62 games. That's 66%. As you can see, he go on these streaks, pretty long streaks, pretty nice streaks. He's facing a left-handed pitcher tonight, and he's only batting .204 against left-handed pitching. So you have to take that in consideration, and that's a major consideration I'm taking in tonight. I think this streak could come to an end. Plus 105 is pretty good odds to put on a prop and win a little money. So I'm leaning toward the under 0.5 hits for Morel tonight. Chicago Cubs. So those are 3 picks that I'm looking at tonight that I like tonight. Drop down in the comments who you going with. If you don't have Prize Picks, you can always get Prize Picks here. You can see it running across the screen. It's also down in the description. 100% match up to $100. You can just use that code. The tool that I use is props.cash. I'm telling you, it's one of the best in the business. Helps me out a whole lot. Get 25% off first month. Use it by you clicking on this link. The link is down in the description. Also, it helps me determine quickly on which way I'm going to go on these props. So that's all I have for today. Until the next video.